Yo, what it do, everybody? What it do? Yeah, you bring my brother up here. What's going on? What's going on?
What's good? What's good, man? We here. We here.
Yeah, we setting up for
Good, right?
week number 4.
Okay. It's had a pretty
Yeah,
decent week last week.
yeah,
Salute to the
yeah,
kings on the panel. Salute to the kings and queens in and now be coming through the chat. What's good, y'all?
yeah. What's going on? What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Let me welcome everybody to the channel. What's going on with you, Ghost? Appreciate you coming through.
Let me call K.
MP, what the fuck? Appreciate you coming through. Ray Buck, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through. Just Do, my brother, appreciate you coming through. Josh Sanders, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through. If y'all haven't, make sure y'all hit the like button. If this is the first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Yeah, man, we got week number 4 coming up. I mean, we had a decent little week last week. I mean, my boys lost. I mean, it is what it is. They took an L against the Eagles. The Titans got their first win.
Yes, sir.
Titans got their first win. Jags looking like a juggernaut right now. Jags.
They aight. They
They
aight.
they flying under the radar. They flying under the radar. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, that win against the Jags doesn't look so easy to a lot of folks now. Everybody like, oh, that was the Jaguars. Y'all beat the Jaguars. But it doesn't look that easy. They 2-1.
They
I
seem
touched
pretty
that.
legit.
Yeah, I mean,
Late touchdown.
the Cowboys on the 2-game winning streak. Their
Surprise.
backup quarterback looking legit. The
Well,
Dolphins
goddamn.
Dolphins is 3-0.
Well, God, the league,
That's
the league is
surprising.
the league is upside down this year, ain't it?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the league is upside down. Dolphins 3-0 right now. Atlanta got a win this past week. The
Have the
Broncos
mighty,
got another win.
have the mighty fallen?
Yeah, I mean it's looking that way.
Pittsburgh watches Louis ready to fight the Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh took an L. I wasn't expecting that. The Raiders is the Raiders is 0-3 right now. They at the bottom of the football league.
Down below.
They are below the Texans Titans. The Houston Titans, not the Houston Texans. I said Houston Titans. Houston Texans. They
call
below
them
the Houston
anything else.
Texans. They 0-3. Houston Texans is
They below
0-2-1.
they below the Titans too, by the way, just so I can put that out there.
Yeah, they below the Titans too.
No.
But yeah, they 0-3. The Houston Texans are 0-2-1.
Can we say Tennessee officially ended the Raiders season? Like, can we say that?
True. The
Can we say
Colts
that?
even won too.
I mean, I gotta see one more week. I gotta see one more week.
If they go 0-4, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
It's gonna be tough for them.
If they would have went 0-4, yeah, it might would have been all right. It might would have been. I'm not gonna say it would have been, but
If they lose this week, it's a wrap. They'll be 0-4. Done.
They'd be 1-4. I mean,
Now
no,
they-
they'd be
now they
1-3. They'd be 1-3.
They won the game?
Who they beat?
You talking about? Oh, you talking about the Raiders? You talking about the Raiders?
Yes.
Oh,
They'll be 0-4.
but everybody in their division is not that good.
Who
I
they
mean, it's
got?
not.
Who they
The
got?
Colts, the
San Fran?
Colts even got a surprising dub too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Colts.
the Colts got a
Yeah, they
surprise
did.
dub.
They did.
But if you look at the their division, they got the Broncos. That is they got the Chargers. That's 1-2. They got the Broncos are 2-1.
Right. Struggle.
They
They got a
they
struggle.
got Kansas City who was 2-1. So I mean it could be a wrap, but like I said,
Man, it's gonna be tough. Kansas City and Broncos right now. And the Broncos struggling, they 2-1. So imagine
Yeah.
if they get their
that's
shit.
what I said. I'm not gonna say it's over just yet because they still got 14 games to play. They still got 14 games. If it was 16 games and they only had 13 left, being the way that the season was set up in the past, it would have been over being starting off 0-4. But because it's 17 games and they still got 14 games left, it's really like they only starting off 0-2. It's really like they only starting off 0-2.
And there's 7 playoff teams now too.
Yeah, and there's 7 playoff teams now. So they added an extra playoff team.
0-4, and they got the Chiefs and the Broncos at 2-1 right now.
Mhm.
And
The Broncos 2-1. The Chiefs is 2-1. The Chargers is 1-2, and the Raiders.
On some
The
flukes.
Raiders is 0-3. So the Raiders is the bottom of their division right now. But the Raiders was supposed to be one of the best in the division coming into the season. They were supposed to be one of the best.
Is it time to come up off Derek Carr?
Huh?
Is it time to give up on Derek Carr?
I wouldn't say it's time to give on Derek Carr. What I would say is they need to start investing in the run a little bit more. They invested in they got Devontae Adams, and they feel like they got to throw the ball every down.
For real.
They needed to invest in the run just a little bit more. They ain't gotta go outside their game plan if they want to be a throwing team. They ain't gotta go that far outside of the game plan. They can Josh Jacobs is averaging like 12, 13 carries a game.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you can give him like 5 or 6 more carries, I mean, it might make a big difference. You give him 5 or 6 more carries, give him somewhere between 15 and 20 carries a game. That might make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you gotta mix it up. You can't just go pass, run, pass, run. You gotta mix it up.
They throw the running back algorithm too when you do that.
Yeah.
When the running back gets, how about that?
I mean, is it me or do it look like Russell Wilson is on the decline?
I say this right. Yeah, okay, I agree with you. Yeah, he on decline for sure. Yeah, so that I do agree with, right? But I don't think he finished. Okay, so you ain't say was he finished? But it's like now he only got it in spots.
Yeah.
And the spots starting to come through far and more between and shit. I'm like, damn. I'm like, because sometimes it's like he's second guessing himself. Sometimes, like I seen him have like wide open, like touchdowns, and I seen like pump fake them. You know what I'm saying? And then, throw it late and then get knocked down. You know, so I'm like, bro, he's second guessing himself. Something wrong. He ain't comfortable.
Yeah, that's what I see too, Josh Sanders. I see a decline in Russell Wilson. The Russell Wilson that I'm used to seeing when he was his earlier years in Seattle was a quarterback that will make a mistake, but he will bounce right back. Now it's like he'll make a mistake, and it's like it lingered on in his head. He can't make another mistake. It's like he's looking over his shoulder, like he thinks somebody's gonna take his spot. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he just getting up there, and the athleticism that he once had is not there no more, and he's not able to do what he used to do. But he's not pulling these games out the way he used to. Now he still pulled out 2 wins in the first 3 games, but it's not what we used to seeing from Russell Wilson. Like I'm used to seeing Russell Wilson being down and coming back and looking like a Pro Bowl quarterback when he's coming back. Now it's looking like he's just barely making it. They got a ball to bounce their way and he barely got it. So I don't know. I got to see what he looked like the rest of the season. He said he turned to just stay in the pocket quarterback. Yeah. I mean, that it's not so much of a bad thing. But yeah, a lot of his success was the ability for him to be able to scramble, because we saw with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers went from being a scrambling quarterback to a quarterback to stay in the pocket now, and he still had success, but it doesn't seem like it's working out for Russell Wilson the same way just yet. It might click later on in the season, but right now it doesn't seem like it's working out for him. So I don't know. We're going to have to see what the rest of this year look like for him, because I think it's going to be a major problem if he can't sit in the pocket and just be able to pull these games out.
I think his problem fixable though. I think he just second guessing himself. He gotta let it go. He gotta let it. It's like it ain't that he can't make the throws no more. It's that he questioning. I think he questioning whether he could get it there, because they be there. He just won't let it go sometimes.
Yeah. I'm trying to wait for these other guys to get up here.
And then I think it's a little more too. Because he looking for the big play a lot now too. Like, that's how he get his bread right off the big play. But it's like now he only looking for that. He only looking to throw it. That 60-yard play.
Yeah, that's what I see.
What the fuck?
So what y'all think about Dallas quarterback? He looked legit to me.
Cooper Rush.
Yeah, he looked legit to me.
He said Dallas quarterback. Hey, I say this. I'd be the first one to apologize to Cooper Rush, dog. I didn't like openly voice it. Like, I wasn't one of the people running around, yelling it. But man, I thought they was done. Cooper Rush. So I ain't got nothing bad to say about him, man. He proved me wrong so far. You know what I mean? He only got like a couple more weeks, so he pretty much did his job.
Yeah.
Pretty much done his job.
Yeah, he looking, like I said, he looking legit to me. I'm not going to say anything bad about him, because he looked great Sunday. I'm not even going to fake. He looked great. I was mad that he looked as good as he did. I was expecting him to have a couple of hiccups here and there. He had a good game, his first game as a starter, but I was expecting a couple of hiccups. But no, he didn't. What's going on, G5? I got the link pinned up at the top. If you can see it, let me know if you can see it or not. But yeah, he looked great. And yes. I gotta give him his props. Like I said, even though it's not a team that I care for, because I'm a Washington fan, but I'm not gonna sit here and fake. The man looked great. I'm gonna give everybody their just due. Shout out to Just Due. I'm gonna give everybody just due, but the man looked good. I cannot even hold you. He looked good. What y'all think he's that Dak Prescott is going to come back and try to take that spot a little bit too early, or you think they're going to let Dak Prescott sit out and work his way back slowly?
Hopefully they let him sit out, make sure he's 100%. I seen that he was throwing the ball a little bit today. I watched the NFL Network, throwing the ball a little bit today. But as long as Cooper Rush, you know what I'm saying, manages the game exactly how we doing, the defense is legit. So, like, they can keep on winning, you know what I'm saying, get Dak Prescott fully healthy and come back. They have a good record, good standing in, playoff seeds in the division. Should they be solid?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I said, I hate to have to be the one to say this, but that's how I see it. I see Cooper Rush should be the starter until Dak Prescott is fully healthy. I know Dak Prescott want to get back in there. He's the starter, and it feels like somebody's going to end up taking his spot. But don't risk your health just to be a starter. You can be a starter on somebody else's team if they happen to cut you, which they're not going to cut you. They give you damn near $30 million a year. You want to get your starting position back. They're not going to have you sitting on the bench and paying you $30 million. They're not going to do that. So you're going to get your starting position back. So me personally, I would say don't rush him back. Let him take his time and come back, and let him come back 100% healthy. Don't rush your way back just because you want to get your starting role back. And I say you're getting paid damn near $30 million a year. You want to get your starting position back. They're not going to leave you sitting on the bench paying you the amount of money that they pay you. And they just gave you a new contract last year. They just gave you that new contract. They're not going to have you sit on the bench when they just gave you that new contract. What's going on, G5?
Yeah.
Salute to the King G5.
What's popping, my guys?
What's
Hey,
going
y'all
on?
been talking that football.
Yeah,
I think help above everything though. Like if you don't gotta come back, fam, don't come back at all. You know what I
Fuck
mean?
no.
Especially your team ain't in trouble. You know what I mean? Like they, I ain't gonna say need because that's a strong word, right? Ain't like they, ain't like that they in dire need, of you to come back right now. So nah, bro, get your
If they would have went 0-3, I can see
it's different. You know what I mean?
trying to rush to get
See how
back.
you will be enticed to. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh yeah, okay. I see my record. I know the first picks I got. I think I lost 4 games that time, and then I bounced back to hit me a positive 500, 14 games on my picks.
I don't know if
I'm
free
cool with that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna blow it up when we get close to.
Oh no, I can do it.
guys.
I can do it. Nah, because I already know the first time I put my picks in, I know I lost 4 games. I know I lost 2 last week. So you know what I'm saying, 62. So yeah, we straight. I went 2-4 the first time back, those 62. And yeah, we good.
We ain't got to it yet, fam. We ain't got to it yet.
No, I'm just looking at the I just know based off my record.
Thing. I ain't go front. I did the same thing.
Yeah,
I know based off my record.
14.
Dang,
boy. I need to.
What's going on,
I need to
Skywalker?
reassess.
Coming through. What's going on with you, boy? Yeah.
Salute to the King.
I came in. I said, yeah, we had a good week.
Yeah, G5, A1, and T had the best week. G5 lost 2, A1 lost 2, and T lost 2. Everybody else lost either 3 or more. Yeah, so they had the best record. I mean, of course. I mean, like I said, I get to that when we get to that. We're gonna keep talking this football.
You know, some of these games, we'll catch some weeks where I double up on my picks so we can catch up like you had spoke on or whatever. Because I know y'all like 7 games ahead, 7, 8 games ahead and shit like that.
So T, what you think about your team? You think that this win that they got last week is going to propel them to get stacking up more wins, or you think it's just a win for last week?
Yeah. Good question, Mr. Freeman. I really what else? This gonna sound crazy, right though, but I expected that. You know what I mean? I expected us to do exactly what we do. This gonna sound even more crazy. Like when my team go 0-2 and shit like that, like that's what we do. Like, like that's what we do. Like that's kind of the team that we might lose again. You know what I mean? But we the kind of team where it take us a little while to see because we got a good coach, right? But he a coach. He kind of gotta see what he got first, and then he make good adjustments. While we start kind of slow in the first half. You know what I mean? He got to see it, and then he can make adjustment to it. You know what I mean? That's kind of how our team is. We got to come out there. We find our way. We see where the receivers at. We see which tight end we go start. We see who can block, who can't block. You know what I mean? Derrick Henry got to get crunk up a little bit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then, we kind of get going. So I kind of think we right where we should be. I don't think I ain't too high. I ain't too low right now because it really ain't time to panic. And it ain't time to get too high because I picked us to beat the Raiders last week, right? And I told y'all, we gonna beat the hell out of them. So I expected, we ended up letting them, close the score on those, but I expected us to win that game. So right. I'm more so looking at how well, the offense play, how well they string together drives, how the quarterback look with his new wide receivers. He got 3 new wide receivers. How he look with his 3 new wideouts. Our young cornerbacks, we got first-year players, second-year players. And then, now we got them hurt. So now we got rookies and first-year players. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing, how they develop more. So if we could get, through the early part of the season, my team will always be all right. So I ain't really worried yet. And the win last week, I expected that. Good job, but we got to get that. We got to get enough.
Yeah, I think when it comes to your team, I want to say it's on Derrick Henry, but it's not on Derrick Henry because Derrick Henry, he looks like he's healthy, but he doesn't have. I don't see the explosiveness that I once saw before he had the injury. Now he doesn't look like it's any lingering effect. It just don't look as explosive when he hit the hole. Like the Derrick, like when you watch my intro, when you see Derrick Henry hit the hole, it's like he exploded through the hole. Now it's like he more so looking for the hole and instead of just exploding it and running somebody over. He's more looking for.
We got 2 new pieces on the offensive line. He looking for it free because it ain't there no more.
Right.
It ain't there no more, man.
Yeah, but
we got a second-year guard and we got a first-year guard. And one of our one of our veterans was hurt, so our O-line is a little different from last year. But I don't think it's Henry. I don't think it's him necessarily. I think it I think it's the O-line once they get going. And really, Henry the focal point, right? So, some games he may only have 70 yards. You know what I mean? It's gonna be what Ryan Tannehill do when they put 8 in the box on Henry, when they put 3 linebackers.
I'm gonna tell you what it really is with them. With your team, nobody respect your receivers. Tannehill got to make them respect the receivers.
Bingo, drop the flame.
He got to make them respect those receivers because it's like everybody like, man, I don't know who these niggas are. They're gonna have to show us.
They got to show us. Yeah, y'all got to beat some one-on-ones. Y'all got to beat some one-on-ones.
You got to make them respect those receivers, and once they start to respect those receivers, it's going to open up a little bit more for Derrick Henry.
And our receivers banged up too. Treylon Burks, injured, be questionable. Phillips, our other rookie, out. You know what I mean? We lost AJ. Don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's we looking rough at wide receiver. Both our edges look rough right now. Wide receiver and cornerback.
Yeah. Let's move on to these boys that's on a little bit of a losing streak with these Steelers right here.
He making us do the round table on our team.
What's going on with your squad, man?
Look, the Steelers, I would say, since TJ Watt, whenever TJ Watt don't play, they like 1-7. Like, it's real tough for the Steelers to win without TJ Watt. TJ Watt is a major player on the defense. Because, like, when TJ Watt in the game, the offensive line got to focus on him, whether you passing it or running. So then that leaves open more so the other players to be able to get in and get what they need to be done, like it was against the Bengals. But as far as the offense, dang, bro, that's sorry. That is sorry. The one thing I did like though was the no huddle that they was doing against the Browns. I think it was before the end of the first half. It was doing a little bit of no huddle offense, quick to the line, and running different formations just to throw the Browns off. I say if they keep on doing that, keep on making Mitch not be so much of a pocket quarterback, get him to where he could roll out, make plays, and at times he had to be pocket quarterback, but dang. The Steelers gonna struggle without TJ Watt for probably the next few weeks, and then once he come back, it's really gonna be what's the offense gonna look like? What's the offense gonna look like? They gonna keep on struggling. I would say just keep. It got to be college, like how Oregon was, fast paced. Boom, 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 boom. Keep on running plays like that. Because the Steelers defense, they've been on the field almost the whole game, all 3 weeks. And they don't get no type of breather. So then by the time the end of the game comes, it's offense need to do something, defense need to stop, and the defense already tired. So then they just be running the ball, and then the Steelers lose. And I'm like, bruh, giving me a headache.
What I noticed about the Steelers, I mean the defense, they do miss TJ Watt, but what I've noticed, the big absence is Ben. It's like they look lost without Ben Roethlisberger out there.
Yeah.
Offense. I think
Yeah.
it's
On offense, they look lost. It's like Ben Roethlisberger pretty much made that team, and now it's like, okay, now that our captain is gone, what the hell we gonna do? Who's gonna step up and lead this team now? It's like they lost. They don't have Trubisky, and they just look lost.
Y'all want to know what I think? Help them get them a little spark at least. If they play their rookie.
Like Kenny Pickett.
Man, Pickens and Pickett. That is y'all key.
Yeah.
They don't want to play neither one of them enough. Man,
That one.
what's the name? Trubisky. He was suspect in Chicago. He's suspect now. Get his ass from under center. Let Pickett get in. He the one who got gained the lineman respect and the receivers respect doing those preseason and all them damn practices and shit. He the one who got him in rhythm and was doing the shit, not Trubisky ass. Why the fuck were you? Hey, you know what I'm saying?
I believe Mike Tomlin is going to he's going to eventually go to the rookie, because one thing about Mike Tomlin, if you're not playing out there, he's going to put you on the bench. He's going to sit you down.
So that he old school that.
Yeah. If you're not,
he don't give a damn. He'll give a damn about your classification. If you balling and making the Steelers better, you're gonna be on the field.
Yeah,
Get Pickens and Pickett on the field. They have a chemistry together that they have built up. He can put the ball in certain spots, and Pickett can go get it. Pickens can go get that joint.
Yeah.
If they go like,
go ahead.
If they go, say they lose a couple more in a row, like they get to like 1-4, 1-5, he gonna sit his ass down.
Yeah. I was actually going to say this might be the last week.
Last week.
This might be the last.
Somebody got their YouTube playing.
They kind of known for starting off bad a little bit and stringing together wins and shit too. Though.
I don't know. It might be. Damn it, man. He just came in.
I can't. I'm on my phone. It's not me. I'm on my phone.
One thing. I don't want. I like what y'all saying about Pickett. I just don't. I want not to be rushed. You know, like I feel like getting that that year, like watching like how the game is processed and all that, like taking like those mental notes, like how
YouTube
and Joe Flacco, like and like how other quarterbacks, they sat behind their quarterback, like even though like they was kind of like on their way out or like not really doing as well. Like just that time, just like studying, like how Patrick Mahomes studied Alex Smith, like just being able like to study the game a little bit more before jumping like straight in, I think will be more of a benefit. But like, yeah, Mike Tomlin is like that.
But you know what I think is these first 3 games, I think that's what they've been instilling in his head. They got him sitting on the sideline every time Trubisky comes to the sideline. They got the rookie sitting right there. They're like, look, see, you this man was open. This man right here was covered. You can't throw the ball right here. And the rookie sitting right there soaking all that in. And he's watching. He said, look, you see the defense lineup right here. You gotta know what this man is looking to do. You gotta watch this linebacker. You gotta know that they about to run a stunt. So he's watching all that. He's taking up all that. That's why I said I believe this might be the last week for Trubisky if he doesn't if they don't get a win. This might be the last week for him.
I can see that.
Case of War, you working? Yeah, I think he's working. I was going to ask him about the Saints, but I already know what he's going to say about the Saints.
Right. Jameis ain't practicing. He might not play. Let's go.
He like,
Jameis quarterback.
The only what I like about Pickett is Pittsburgh is one of the few college teams that predicate their style out of a pro style, more of a NFL style. The quarterback is more under center than more than 90% of the schools in college football. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's not in a spread offense. You know what I'm saying? So he's used to being under the center. Let me read this D end. Let me see what the D tackle doing. Let me see what the rover edge linebacker is doing. So I can call a stun and have my tackle, hey, pick up this rover, and this fullback is gonna pick up this edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that Pittsburgh did do. So it does benefit Pickett, you know what I'm saying, in his play style. And he's pretty smart with the ball, you know what I'm saying? So I think he need to go ahead and get his shot now. I mean, shit, it ain't too much big of a difference in them as players. I can see if you had Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady right there, then you let him get some more game. But we talking about Trubisky, he ain't hitting on a baby back. So I mean, just keep it a buck. And Najee is missing holes like a motherfucker. Like he's going to the traffic. It's a cutback right here. It's a hole right here. I don't know what he's looking at. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully,
Hey, somebody got.
Eddie
Hey,
Lacy.
Kate, make sure you pause your YouTube because you came in last, and when you join, sometimes you got to make sure you pause it because I still can hear it.
Yeah.
Because I already closed mine out.
Yeah. He on his phone though, so it might not be his. He on his phone.
Try to mute him then. Mute him, D3 and C.
Yeah, let me mute him. See what happens. You might, it's him, but it might be people talking in the background. It might not be the YouTube. It might just be people talking.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, he at work.
Oh, all right, never mind.
Yeah, he at work, so you probably just hear people in the background talking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see something for a second. Y'all go ahead and talk real quick. I'm trying to see something.
Yeah, you ain't got to the you ain't get to the boards for me yet. You know what I'm saying? So if you want, let me get my breakdown over my squad right now. God damn it! I like the.
No, y'all go ahead.
I like the camaraderie right now. They coming together. You know what I'm saying? My downfall, my Achilles heel is the fucking penalties. We get penalized too much, which gives people a chance at better field position because if you 3rd and 20, what the fuck you think you're gonna do? It's the passing down. They gonna zone up and let you take what's underneath and make you punt the fucking ball. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's more of a discipline and a focus factor for me. Lock in on your tasks. Everybody got a job. Lock in on that shit. Perfect that, and you know what I'm saying. We'll roll with the punches that way. I'm not in a rush. I don't know. I like for Dak to sit out at least 2 more weeks. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush yourself back because now you got these stitches removed. That spot is still tender. Do you want to get that shit busted right the fuck back open? No. Wait, let it heal up, let it cure up a little bit, and then come back. Why rush when you're not in a fucked up situation? We're not 0-3. You know what I'm saying? So be calm, be cool, just sit still and let Cooper Rush, you know what I'm saying, finish doing what he's doing. As we win this week, keep on going. I mean, shit. That's how I look at it. We still need a solid safety and another solid ass corner. I'm still on that shit. We winning, but you can't give up yards like that against people that have multiple receivers, 3 solid receivers that can get open and do damage. So we got to tighten up on defense. Anthony Brown got to stop getting his ass toe up too. Diaz got to, if you're going to bite and make sure you get there. If you're not, don't even try to gamble.
You talking about multiple receivers like them boys right there?
Oh, but y'all can't protect y'all quarterback though.
No, we can.
Shit, we'll see. Long as he under pressure, they gonna have trouble getting that ball. As long as Wentz can get sit there and pick apart, oh shit, yeah, he can. Yeah, he's gonna do something.
I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do. Every time they send Michael Parsons on a blitz, they're gonna throw a short screen pass or they're gonna throw a short crossing pass every time, right to the side that he's coming on. I guarantee you, right to the side where he's coming in. They're gonna throw a short screen or a short crossing pass right on the side where he's coming from. That have that open hole right there. It's gonna be either the tight end or it's gonna be the slot receiver going to cross right behind him, and he's gonna be wide open.
Oh no! All of a sudden, Dallas took over first place on the defense, man, in the league now. They got more sacks than any other team right now. Son of a
Well,
bitch.
they got first place in sacks. They don't have first place overall in defense because defense goes by who give up more yardage, who gives up.
Yeah, they got more sacks though. They got the lead on the sacks.
They lead the league in sacks, but when it comes to yardage and giving up more points, they're not number one. They're not number one as far as giving up yardage.
I don't know what they are. But there's not a lead in sacks. That's what that's all I know.
They number one in sacks. Yeah, they number one in sacks, but.
I mean, we're top 10, so I mean, I'm cool with that. Even with holes we got, we're top 10. So that let you know, like, hey, yeah, I take that shit because Anthony Brown is garbage to me. This is my squad. He's trash. He changed his number and he's still not good. You know what I'm saying? So I just, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. That's my squad, but I'm gonna critique him. He not there. Diggs play in phase and out phase. It's good to go ahead and try to, play on the ball and shit, but lock in on your coverage first before you go try to gamble. That's my thing. Fuck all that. This is not last year, bro. It's not last year. It's a new year. People already know what you're trying to do.
Let me break down my squad. Because we're on a 2-game losing.
But we getting this motherfucking dub against these Commanders, you dig? Because if they can't cover him, they're gonna be worrying about Parsons, but we got other people that can get in the backfield. You see what I'm saying? If them tackles and that blind side ain't right, Wentz is finna get his ass fucked up. He won't be able to get the screen off if he can't get the ball off. So we'll see about that.
It's not that. We worry about Parsons. If you paid attention to where Carson Wentz got sacked. When Carson Wentz got sacked, it always came from the blitzing side. It never came from the opposite side. It came from the side where they got blitzed from.
This is a new game. That's a new game.
That's why I said
different rushers. Bro.
What I'm saying is they can hold the block when it's one-on-one. They can hold the block when it's one-on-one. The only time they get a sack when it's one-on-one is like if it's a coverage sack. Like he don't have nowhere to throw the ball, and then all of a sudden the hole just collapsed. That's a coverage sack. But majority of the time, it's usually when they blitz, and that's when he gets sacked. It's off a blitz, and it's coming. That's when he gets sacked from the blitzing side. He don't get sacked from the opposite side of the blitz. He gets sacked from the side where the blitz came from. But that's why I said I think they're going to change their game plan, and wherever Michael Parsons is blitzing from, they're going to throw a screen or a short pattern pass right on that backside.
See, that's going to be their downfall, just keying on Michael Parsons.
No,
that's gonna be the fucking downfall.
It's not kid on Michael Parsons.
You can say D3. He's the star of the defense.
No, you talking about we kid on Michael Parsons. What I'm saying
No. Let me finish what I'm saying. Like you tell folks, this is what I'm saying. He's the star, so he's gonna be a focal point. They're gonna try to run a spy to make sure they know where he at. So he is gonna be keyed in on. Meanwhile, you still got a whole deep.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Just hear what I'm saying. I know. Let me finish. I know that just not what you're saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that you're saying this. This is what I'm saying. If they know that this number 11 is that nigga, they're gonna be worried about him. Any team that know you got a beast on the other end, you're gonna be worried about him. Why? If you don't, he gonna be on your ass. So while they worrying about trying to, D3, I'm telling you, bro. You try to blitz that side, you still got D-Law. We got multiple lines that's gonna be rotating in. They gonna be trying to double.
But you're not listening to what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying.
No, I hear, bro. Hold on. No, I understand what you're saying.
You said we're gonna have a spy on here. I'm telling you, we're not. We're not.
What?
That's what I'm
you're not understanding what I'm saying by spy. You're gonna have to watch number 11. What I'm saying, bro. So that means you're gonna have to look for where he at. You're gonna have to find number 11, bro. If you sit here and tell me that if he line up right there and they not gonna be looking for him, them tackles not gonna be worried about him, that's bullshit. They don't be worried about what number 11 is. I get what you're saying. They can't get open on that screen if they do it. If he blitz on that side, you run a screen, you got one less man to cover the backfield. I get that. I get that. But what I'm saying, we got D-Law, we got.
I'm telling you, they're not doing that.
You missing what I'm saying, bro. What I'm saying. You missing what I'm saying, bro. I'm not saying that this gonna be. But you said they not gonna do that, bro. They know number 11 over there. He getting damn near 3 sacks a game. You think they're not gonna be looking?
If you would have let me finish, you would understand what I was saying. If you would have let me finish,
and if you would have let me finish, you would have fully understand what I'm saying. I'm saying they not gonna fully bullseye on him, bro. What I'm saying, they not gonna fully bullseye on B11.
Listen, what I'm saying. If I would have finished, what you're saying has irrelevance. It's irrelevant to what I'm saying. If I would have finished what I'm saying is, they know where number 11 is. They know where number 11 is. They're not moving a lineman to block him. They're going to let him come free, and they throwing a pass right behind him. That's what I'm
another motherfucker on the other side just as good as number 11, though.
And they got a running back.
Go ahead and finish, and I'm going to counter all of that, and it's going to make sense. Go ahead and finish.
I got. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, they got 11 men on the field. We got 11 men on the field. We got a running back there. They're not going to move a lineman back there to block Michael Parsons. What they're going to do is they're going to rotate Curtis Samuel to that side of the field where Michael Parsons is. And when Michael Parsons comes on a blitz, the lineman might chip block him, but he's going to let him come. And you got the running back to pick up that block for a split second to where Curtis Samuel is coming on a quick screen or a quick crossing pattern to hit him right behind Michael Parsons. That's what I'm talking about. They're not moving the offensive line to block Michael Parsons. That's what I'm saying. They shouldn't do. They shouldn't move the offensive line to block him. Let them.
I'm not saying that either. But what I'm saying is, when you got a tackle right there, and they see Michael Parsons run up on the edge, they're gonna be looking and trying to see where he is. I'm not saying that his main focus is going to be on number 11 because they have an assignment of a man that's right in front of him. What I'm saying is, if you know you got a monster right here, you gon' pick and see where the fuck he at. That's all I'm saying. It don't have to be. It's not a full spot.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Hold on, hear me out. Hear me out real quick. They gonna see where he at. Even if they don't chip, they don't have to move linemen. I'm not saying they gonna move linemen, but any lineman that's right there, they know he right there. Yes, they gonna think about that. What you said very well can work. I'm not debunking none of that shit. Yeah, it can work. You got a hole right where he's not at. So yeah, you can do that. But what I'm saying, you got other people on the line that can get in the backfield. If they trying to double up or he coming off the edge hard, you still got D-Law, you got Nelson, big ass niggas in the middle, and we still got two other solid linebackers right there as well. So I'm like, it's not just that, it's just Parsons. They got to worry about other people. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm doing.
I know that, but that's what I'm saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah, they're going to look to see where Michael Parsons is because, let's be honest, Michael Parsons is the best defensive player y'all have. So they're going to look to see where he at, and they're going to let the quarterback know, hey, he's over here. Michael Parsons right here. And when Carson Wentz see where Michael Parsons is, Carson Wentz is going to call the play, and he's going to step back. If he see Michael Parsons coming on that blitz, he know he got a receiver or a running back coming on that side. So you got a receiver on a running back right there. Boom, you dump it off. Now Michael Parsons got to regather himself and turn around and try to get to that running back or that receiver. If you got a tight end, a safety or a linebacker on Curtis Samuel, that's a mismatch. If you got a linebacker on Antonio Gibson, it's a mismatch. So yeah, the only person that can really, actually, to be honest, the only person that can cover, none of them can cover Gibson, to be honest with you, because he's a wide receiver moved to a running back. So none of the linebackers can actually cover Gibson because he's actually a wide receiver. But that when you have him, that's going to cause, it's going to when they do that a number of times, it's going to call Michael Parsons and the defensive coordinator to hold off on sending the blitz from Michael Parsons. Now we got time where Carson Wentz can just sit back and look over the defense and throw to the open receiver downfield instead of worrying about getting rid of the ball quick.
That's a good recipe. It's not just gonna be him. He may not even be blitzing all the time. They got to worry about Vander Esch. You got to worry about D-Law, bro. He got to get the ball to the screen, bro. You leaving that aspect out. He just still got to get there. That's what I'm saying. That shit sounds good, bro. But he still got to be able to set that shit up. If the pocket collapse and he got a screen man right there and got to readjust, Parsons don't coming from one end and Loudon are coming from the back end, he's gonna collapse in the middle, bro. He got to make a decision. If he can't get that shit off,
I know what you're saying. I hear all that. I hear all that.
And I understand what you said. Trust me, you talking to a nigga that do football too, bro. I do this shit.
I know. And like I said, I know what you're talking about. But what I'm saying is 99, I ain't gonna say 99, 85% of the time when they send in a blitz, they send in Michael Parsons.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
So if the blitz is coming 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, it's coming from Michael Parsons.
Yeah. But see, now they know that's the recipe. So who they start lining up on the end of rushing? Vander Esch.
Yeah, I mean, they might send somebody else every once in a while.
I'm talking about the last game.
I'm not worried about my defensive line holding off my offensive line holding off the defensive line. I'm comfortable with them holding off the defensive line. I'm more so worried about blitz. I'm worried about the blitz. They don't get a lot of one-on-one breakdown where it's a sack. They don't get a lot of that. The majority of the sack come from a blitz. It doesn't come from the lineman just breaking down and the defensive lineman getting around them and they get a sack. They got a few of them, but not a lot of them. Most of the sack is coming off a blitz.
And I'll be home in 30 minutes, man. Then I can get on.
I get that. I watched it and I see what you're saying, but that's why they start incorporating Vander Esch to start blitzing more, because you don't want to be a one-trick pony when it comes to blitzing. You know what I'm saying?
Jelly bean. I'm gonna say Hurts over Burrows for this week alone. For this week, Joe Burrows is playing against Miami Dolphins, and Jalen Hurts is playing against the Jaguars. I would say Jalen Hurts over Joe Burrow.
Jalen Hurts, that's my quarterback.
Because Jaguars defense decent.
Yeah, their defense is good. Their defense is good. But like I said, I mean, you saw what Miami did to Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
So Miami did to Buffalo. And Joe Burrows is nowhere near the athlete of Josh Allen. He's nowhere near the athlete of Josh Allen. So if they can do that to Josh Allen, I can imagine, and they don't have an offensive line like that. I can only imagine what they're going to do to Joe Burrows.
Truth.
Yeah. What's going on, Big Tex? Appreciate you coming through. What's going on, Teach? Appreciate you coming through. Mike Biggs. Appreciate y'all coming through. But so I mean, I know that they're going to send a blitz. I know Michael Parsons probably get a sack here and there. But what I'm thinking that they should do, I mean, but offense quarters don't think like me because they dumbasses. They get paid a lot of money. They get paid a lot of money and lose their common sense. So, but what I think they should do, whatever side that blitz is coming from, whether it's coming from Michael Parsons or it's coming from somebody else. What's going on, Ashley? Appreciate you coming through. Regardless of who it's coming from, whatever side it's coming from, that's the side where you need to be setting up a short pass, whether it's a screen or a quick slant, because that's where we get majority of our sacks. It's off the blitz. It's not off a coverage sack. It's off the blitz. That's where we get majority of the sacks. But I mean, like I said, when it comes to my team, the offensive coordinator, he gotta make adjustments in the first half. Don't wait till the second half to make adjustments. What's going on, quick? Appreciate you coming through. Don't wait till the second half to make adjustments. Make adjustments in the first half. That's the problem that I have with my team. It's not so much the team itself, it's the offensive coordinator, because he's the one that's calling in the plays. He doesn't make adjustments until the second half. Now you want to change up what you're doing in the game. Nah, nigga, make that shit in the first half. If shit didn't work out in quarter one, make adjustments in quarter two. We gotta get points on the board before we go into halftime. Don't wait till second half to start scoring. We did that 2 weeks in a row now. We waited till the second half to start scoring. You can't do that when you playing against teams that got a good defense or got an okay defense and they got a good offense. You can't wait till the second half to start scoring, because now you too many points behind. You 2 touchdowns behind. You 10 points behind. Now you got to try to play catch up. No, why not have an even game going into the halftime or be up going into halftime? Now you playing ahead, and they got to catch up to you, or it's an even game at halftime, and you making adjustments. My motherfucking camera, this shit tripping. But yeah, I don't understand why they do that shit. Oh,
Hey, I feel you on that play calling because my team do some bonehead shit too. Oh my God. Oh man. I'm like, So yeah, these offensive coordinators, like, I think they need to. Some of them need to work on situational downs and situational situations, dog. Because man, they suck. They suck at it. Like you got to have packages and shit for different type of situations you in, man. The situational preparing when it comes to plays is ass.
We're gonna say the cat though. That's what the OBS has up when your camera's not on. It shows the little cat with the tail wagging. I don't know why they put that up there, but that's what they have.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got to find out who to start, Kelsey or Andrews. Kelsey is playing against. See, Andrews is playing against the Bills. Andrews is playing against the Bills. Kelsey is playing. Who do Kelsey playing against this week? Hold on, let me refresh. Kelsey is playing against Tampa Bay, so they both got tough defense that they playing against this week. It's a toss up. I would say probably Andrews because that's the number one target for Lamar. With Patrick Mahomes, he got other targets to go to if Kelsey's being covered. He got other targets to go to. But with Lamar, Andrews is the number one target. So I would say Andrews, but I wouldn't. I mean, I could see Kelsey having a good game as well. Both of them got tough.
Andrews, bro. Go with Andrews, bro.
Yeah. They both got tough defense they're going against, but yeah, like I said, because that's Lamar's number one target, I would say Andrews. He gets way more targets than anybody else on the field. I'm trying to wait for Case Savoy to get back, but we can go ahead and start. I'll catch him up later. So.
Hey, I know this random as hell, y'all. Did y'all know that fucking Golden State Warriors and the Washington Wizards play at 5:10 a.m.?
Hell no. 5:10 a.m.
Brother, when did preseason start? And why the fuck they playing if they gotta be overseas or something?
Yeah, they gotta be overseas.
And China or something.
There's no way in the world that's not overseas. 5:10 a.m. There's no way in the world that's not overseas.
Yeah, preseason should start at the end of September and then all the way till the end of October.
Man, this shit start at 5 a.m.
So, yeah, according to my numbers so far for the year, we picked 22 games. K Savoy has picked me, Thomas, T, and We Talk all picked 22 games. K Savoy and A1 has picked 16 games, and G5 has picked 14 games. So G5 is behind us by 8, and K Savoy and A1 is behind us by 6, and Coach Joe is behind us by, he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He got 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He got 7 games. He got 3 out of 7. So he only played 7 games. Coach Joe only did 7 games. So Coach Joe is behind by 15 games.
Damn.
he only came in last week. Last week was the first week he did it. So I'm gonna do. We got how many games we got this week here? because I want these guys to try to catch up as much as possible. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We got 16 games this week. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 6 games for us. I'm gonna do 12 games for A1,
Yes, sir.
A1 and K Savoy, and I'm gonna do 14 games for G5.
Cool.
And Coach Joe gonna have to do all the games because he only got 7, so he's gonna have to do all the games. So after today, everybody will be caught up except for Coach Joe. And Thomas, if we see Thomas, then I ask Thomas his picks for the 6 games that we picked. I asked him what his picks is. What his picks are for the 6 games that we picked because he's not here right now. So if we see him before if he missed tonight, then I just add another game for him to replace tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with T for the first game. Like I said, I get everybody caught up once they get in.
Not just playing.
The first game, of course, everybody's going to get tonight's game, Thursday night. Dolphins versus the Bengals. Dolphins is playing on the road against the Bengals. Dolphins is 3-0. The Bengals are 1-2. The Bengals are favorite, 3.5. T, who you got in this game?
The Bengals favorite at the house, right? If you had to ask me this game 3 weeks ago, right, I would have said Bengals, easy piece of cake. You know what I mean? But 3 weeks later, Dolphins 3-0, what Bengals 1-2. So shit. Bengals at home. Now I'm probably finna jinx some shit out the Dolphins, right? But I bet on the Dolphins. So you know what? I said last week, the Dolphins gonna have to show me, right? They showed me last week. I mean, they beat Lamar the other week, right?
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Bills. They beat Lamar. Those 2 are the best historically, right? In recent time, not even historically. Those 2 are the best defensive teams in football. So shit, I'm gonna take the Dolphins this week over the Bengals.
Take the Dolphins.
Take the Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, they beat first week. They beat New England. Then they beat Baltimore, and then they came back and beat the Bills. Real quick before I go further, because I didn't even do it. Let me make sure everybody's record. So me and T are tied with 12 and 10. We got 12 wins, 10 losses. Thomas got 11 and 11. We Talk is 8 and 14. K Savoy is 7 and 9. A1 is 10 and 6, and G5 is 8 and 6. Yeah, okay. There you had a terrible week 1. You went 1 and 5 week 1, and then this past week we talked. You went 3 and 5 this past week. So the second week you went 4 and 4. You were 500 the second week, but the first week and the last week you had a losing pick.
I gotta turn it up.
Yeah. So who you got in this one? We Talk.
Ooh, I've been saying I don't think the Dolphins is like that, but as of lately, the Dolphins been showing me they like that, and dang, I feel like this is still a tough game. The Dolphins, I don't know how Tua is gonna be. I think he's gonna play though, but even if Tua doesn't play, they still got Teddy Bridgewater, who's a solid quarterback. They good on offense, and a defense is actually pretty solid. I'm not even gonna say pretty solid. Their defense is solid. Bengals, They look good against the Jets, but that's the Jets. And the Bengals defense be keeping the Bengals in games for the most part. Their offense is kind of struggling. I feel like they are gonna pick it up, but like you were saying earlier, D Free, Joe Burrow is not half the athlete that Josh Allen is, and I feel like that's gonna be still a struggle for the Bengals to be able to keep Joe Burrow from getting sacked. Shoot, it's gonna be it's gonna be the last week. I'm gonna pick against the Dolphins, but I'm gonna go with the Bengals in this one. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
You're going with the Bengals. Okay. Okay.
Probably a good move. Top.
G5. G5. Bengals, Dolphins. Oh, he got me on mute. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go, and then when G5 come back in, I'll let him go. Well, when it comes to this game here, I see they got the Bengals favored because they're at home. They're favored by 3.5. The Dolphins, they're looking like a juggernaut. I'm not even gonna lie. They got a good defense. They got Tua is playing like the quarterback he was when he was with Alabama, and then they got Waddle, and they got Tyreek Hill. And if you look at the quarterback head to head, Tua versus Joe Burrows, Tua is actually out playing Joe Burrows. Tua is 72 for 101 passes for 925 yards, 8 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions. Joe Burrow is 80 for 125 for 812 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. So he got 8 more passes completed, but he threw 24 more passes. So and he got less yardage, less touchdowns, and more interceptions. Bengals don't have an offensive line. Their offensive line is horrible. And you cannot have that offensive line going against somebody like the Dolphins because the Dolphins like the blitz. And I think Joe Burrow is going to be on his back more times than he's going to be upright. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
Okay.
G5, you back yet? Nah, G5 not
What's
back
up?
yet. Oh,
I've been here. I was here. I didn't hear you.
I said, yeah, you got the Bengals or the Dolphins?
Shit, I got the Dolphins. I mean, I agree with a lot of shit. I ain't break down the stat what you just did, but Joe Burrow, I mean, he's not protected. So that's going to be a problem because as the game goes on and people get fatigued, more sacks are going to occur. You know what I'm saying? He's already been gimpy, been hurt, knick-knack injuries and shit like that. That's not good, and you're not protected. If the passing game is not going, they're gonna load up in the box and drown the running game. That's what's gonna happen. So Joe Mixon is gonna have to bust and break some big plays to make them, you know what I'm saying, be able to do some play action and just mix it up because they gonna need this shit. I got the Dolphins. Simple.
That's music to Pete ears.
I'm gonna go to a game that's
most of the time, like when one person pick a team or like 2 people pick a team, they be winning.
Yeah. What's going on, D-Man Jr.? Appreciate you coming through.
So you might be in the clear.
Yeah, you might get that one. I'm gonna go to a game that's gonna be hard for everybody to pick. It's gonna be a hard game to pick.
Hit me with it. What you got? Hit me with it. What you got? Ain't nothing too hard for the Jet.
Okay, I'm gonna go to G5 first.
Come on with it.
The Browns versus the Falcons.
Browns versus the Falcons.
It's an ugly game. I get what you were saying. It's an ugly game. I get what you were saying.
I'm gonna go with the Browns.
Go with the Browns.
I'm going with the Browns.
We talk. Who you got in this one?
Yep, just like how T was saying, ugly game, but at the same time, uh, it's gonna be old school. It's gonna be old school, ground and pound type of game. Both quarterbacks, they both safe, and both teams they really like to run the ball. But I think the Browns got that better 1-2 punch with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. And then also, let's see.
Cooper has came alive. And
Yeah.
that Njoku dude, the tight end, that dark dude,
Yeah,
he's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
No, you good. You good. I'm looking at the injury report right now. Jadeveon Clowney, he did not practice, but if he is able to play, that'll be a big boost for the Browns. And then Denzel Ward also didn't practice. I think he'll be able to play. So I think it's mainly just resting and little nagging injuries, but I think the Browns have a better quarterback in decision making in Jacoby Brissett. I think they have the better run game, and I think they have the better defense, and especially at locking up the run if Jadeveon Clowney does play and bounce back. So I'm gonna roll with the Browns in this one.
Okay. We talk going with the Browns. What you got, T?
Even though I want the Falcons to win.
Browns and Falcons. What's the Browns and the Falcons record?
Okay, the Browns are 2-1. The Falcons are 1-2. The Browns are playing on the road in Atlanta, and the Browns are favored by 1 point.
Browns are 1-0.
This game gonna be which running back show up today. Which running back show up that day? Quarterbacks really about even, right? Even if you edge Brissett right a little bit, they about even. Both defenses solid. You said Clowney out though. Browns do got 2 wins. They had one extremely ugly. I forgot what team they played, but their win was extremely ugly. Was it the Steelers? I don't know, but they had one win where I sat there and watched it, and ain't shit happened at all.
Yeah, the Steelers probably.
Browns at home?
Yeah. No, Falcons at home.
Falcons are 0-1 at home. Browns are 1-0 on the road.
Yeah. Fuck it. Browns. Yeah, Browns. I'm going to take the Browns. Yeah, Browns. 2-1. Falcons, I don't trust Mariota. I can't pick Mariota. Yeah.
Who you going with?
The Browns.
Browns.
I really do want to pick the Falcons, but my better judgment tell me the Browns go in.
I listened to everything y'all said. The Browns are 1-0 away. The Falcons are 0-1 at home. It's definitely going to come down to. It's going to come down to if the Falcons can contain Chubb and Kareem Hunt. But the one thing I will say that changed my pick in this is the fact that the Browns have the better defense. So I'm gonna go with the Browns.
These motherfuckers.
Hey, D-Free, I know if your boy Cordero Patterson go off this game, you gonna be like, oh, ain't he Atlanta starting running back?
Yeah. What's up, Queso boy?
I need the Falcons to lock down Nick Chubb. I need the Bengals to lock down Tyreek Hill. I can get that.
I need Joe Mixon. I need Joe Mixon to go off.
So the way we're gonna do this I'm gonna tell Queso boy when he get in here. So G5, you're gonna have to pick an extra. You're gonna be picking 6 games right now. You will have 28 games. You will have 20 with this 6 games, so you're gonna have to pick an extra 8. So that would give you 14 games that you gotta pick.
Bro, I'm cool. I'm cool with whatever.
Case Savoy, he has 16. So with this, he will have 22. So he will have to pick an extra 6. So that's how we're going to do this. Like I said, we're going to try to get as many games in for those guys until they get all caught up. So the next game that I'm going to go with, y'all want an easy game or a hard game?
Hard game.
Make all them hard so y'all can lose them, John.
A hard game. A hard game. Shit. That's okay. The next game I'm gonna go with.
The last game was kind of hard, goddamn.
Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Eagles.
Hey, that ain't hard, really. I guess it is hard.
I'm gonna go with We Talk first.
Man, you know how I do my quarterback, Jalen Hurts. What? Going crazy. And what the heck? Oh, something personal with AJ Brown, Fletcher Cox Limited. They line them. Okay, bunch of refs.
Devontae Smith.
I'm looking. I'm like, what's up with all these injuries?
Let's go, Devontae Smith.
Oh yeah, Devontae Smith. He was. Zay Jones ain't practice. Shaquille Griffin. Hey, shout out Shaquille Griffin. But the Eagles defense, I still think they solid. They top tier. But looking at the stats, Jacksonville got the best rush defense when it comes to yards. And actually Jacksonville pretty dang solid.
I told you that.
Dang. Who they play?
They played Washington. They played they lost to us the first game of the season. They just played who they just played last week?
Chargers.
But the Jaguars are 2-1. Yeah, the Chargers. They played the Chargers. Jaguars are 2-1 and the Eagles are 3-0. They're playing in Philly. Eagles are favored 6.5.
Yo. I think the Jaguars are starting to put it together a little bit, but I still think the Eagles is the better team. It might be a high scoring game. It might be a shootout, low key. And I'm gonna rock with the Eagles. Jalen Hurts gonna score like 4 touchdowns. Yep, Eagles. High scoring game. Yep.
Okay. G5. Eagles versus Jaguars.
Man, I look at it like this. Two good teams right now. I'll give them both their credit. I don't really care about the Eagles like that, but I do respect they do have talent. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like Trevor Lawrence. Do you trust Trevor Lawrence to beat you through the air? You know what I'm saying? Over Jalen Hurts. I feel like Travis Etienne and the other guy, they're gonna have some trouble running the ball. So I think it's gonna be more in Lawrence's hands, and I think that's gonna play more into Philly's defense, and I think they're gonna be getting interceptions. I think the pressure is going to make Trevor Lawrence have to make fast, quick decisions, and that's gonna be an issue for him. I got the Eagles, and I got the Eagles. I think the second half they're gonna pick up and they're gonna lock it down. I got the Eagles in this joint.
T, who you got in this one?
He going with Jacksonville. Why? I gotta go, my boy Zay Jones.
Jacksonville, the op, y'all be forgetting. But another tight game. Pretty much G5 City. It's gonna come down to Lawrence and Hurts because they gonna stop them run games. Jalen Hurts for sure, I know can win games. Not by himself, but he could take over games. You know what I mean? Trevor Lawrence is good when things been going good. He's good when things go good because things been going good this year. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go with Philly in this one. Jacksonville been playing good, but I don't trust them yet. If they beat Philly though, then they earn my respect. You know what I mean? Then yeah, I have to tip my hat. But right now, I don't really believe in them like that. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be a good game. I don't think it's gonna be high scoring. I think they might get to 25. They might get to 25. I think it's gonna come down to who can make the most. If it's high scoring, I think Philly's gonna blow them out. But the closer, or like the lower scoring it is, I think Jacksonville better chance Jacksonville got. But I got Philly though.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I looking at these stats, these guys ain't too far apart. I hear everybody say we got to see if do y'all trust Trevor Lawrence beating you in the air over Jalen Hurts? Trevor Lawrence 77 for 100 passes with 772 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jalen Hurts 66 for 98 passes, 916 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Comes down to when you look at the running backs, Robinson for Jacksonville, 51 carries, 230 yards, 3 touchdowns. Sanders, 45 carries, 222 yards, 1 touchdown. You look at the receivers, Christian Kirk, 18 receptions, 267 yards, 3 touchdowns. A.J. Brown, 20 receptions, 309 yards, 1 touchdown. The only touchdown that I mean, it's not a big difference between the two. Not a big difference. So it's really don't come down to the quarterbacks. It don't come down to the running backs or the receivers. It comes down to the defense. Who has the better defense? When you look at this, the team that has the better defense, in my opinion, is the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I'm gonna jump out on the limb and go with Jacksonville.
Jacksonville and who?
Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts gonna beat the defense. I don't think Trevor Lawrence
Philly.
gonna beat the defense.
Philly. Crazy motherfuckers.
I just seen Jalen Hurts beat Minnesota defense this year.
I hear you. That's why I said I'm gonna jump out on the limb. I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. I believe in Jacksonville just a little bit more than y'all do. All right, Casey Roy, real quick. I'm gonna catch you up real quick. You ain't gotta give me the breakdown. Just tell me what teams you got. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it straight. Tonight, Cincinnati versus Dolphins.
Cincinnati, man.
Cincinnati, okay.
Hey, you with me?
We got the Browns versus the Falcons.
Cleveland.
Okay.
Yo.
And we got the Eagles versus the Jaguars.
Philly.
All right. Everybody take Philly except for me. I hope I win like a motherfucker.
I'm caught up with y'all now. I'm still in my truck driving home, so.
I know. I saw you. Now let's go to another game that might go down to the wire.
Oh, I need to go.
We talked about. We hit that game a little bit earlier. We're gonna go with Washington versus Dallas. G5.
Kaboom!
Mike,
just leave the fucking room.
G5. Who you got?
Kaboom! Mike, just leave the fucking room.
Yeah, man. My buddies like that. They gotta pick against.
No, man. On this game, man, I think it'll be a good game, man. I got my boys pulling this out, man. I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, Carson Wentz does have some lineman issues. I know my brother D Free would disagree, but I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna have some trouble, you know what I'm saying, with multiple people that can get in the backfield. Whether they get sacked or not, they're gonna cause confusion. So if he can't have time to sit up and throw and pick his receivers like he want to, then he gonna have some trouble. I think the pressure will make him may fold some, and I got my boys in this joint. I mean, I think it'll be a good game, but you know what I'm saying, we win in this joint. And they ain't got nothing too much.
Casey Boy, who you got? Washington Cowboys.
Got the momentum on that right now. Who's won? Washington won 1 game. How many did Dallas win?
They won 2.
2 in a row?
Yeah.
2 in a row. So they got momentum right now. Yeah. God damn it, man! I really don't want to pick this shit. I'm gonna go with Dallas, man, because they got the momentum right now.
All right.
Man, hey, what we playing in Washington or in Dallas?
Dallas.
Dallas.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no, I know. No, I'm saying that as a good thing. I ain't saying as a bad thing.
I'm laughing as a good thing because when we do beat Dallas, it's usually in Dallas. It's never at home.
Well, it's a new dawn. It's a new day.
When we win against Dallas, it's always on the road. Only time we beat Dallas at home is when we sweep Dallas. That's the only time we beat them at home. All the other times we beat Dallas has always been in Dallas when we beat them. But
well, y'all went 0-2 against us last year, so
yeah,
let's get that. Yeah. So y'all got to get some get back. So you know what I'm saying. Y'all don't want to make it 3 in a row. I know y'all don't. So that's why I say it's gonna be a tough game because they know. You know what I'm saying.
We talk. Who you got?
Tough game. Cowboys defense is solid. Now, Washington, they got a pretty good passing offense, and well, I think Michael Gallup. I don't know if he played last week. I ain't watched the game to be honest.
He was out.
Now we waiting on him.
I think he'll play this week. He had a full practice session, so they might put him in. Dallas, they're good on the defensive side, but struggle on the offensive side, and we know why. Because Cooper Rush, he's not going to really put up those points. He's going to keep it a low-scoring game, and the defense really helps him out with that. And Dallas also really good in the pass defense. And Washington, I think the main thing that they're good at is the passing. So then, right there is going to be the tipping edge of what can really be done. But then I see Washington, they're more of like a half team. Like they'll play good in the first half, but then like they'll slow down in the second half. They'll play bad in the first half. They'll pick it up in the second half. And I feel like Washington has played a lot of good defenses already. And just from them playing those good defenses and their coaching kind of picking up on what they want to do, and it being a divisional game, it's going to be low scoring for sure. But I just don't think Cooper Rush is going to be able to get those clutch moments that they need in order to pull out that victory. So I'm a roll with Washington, being Carson Wentz being the more experienced quarterback and having more weapons, and I think they'll be able to play a full game because it's a divisional game. So I think they'll be able to be good in both halves.
Good breakdown.
I hope you are absolutely right. I hope you are absolutely right in everything you said. I hope you are absolutely right. I was surprised that you said Dallas, but I hope you are absolutely right. And I mean, everybody knows it's going to be a low-scoring game because even Vegas got it only a -3 for Dallas. They got Dallas only favored by 3 points. T,
I'm rolling with Washington.
Yeah, I know. I got you.
Okay,
T, who you got?
All right, so look, I bet with Dallas, they lost. I bet against them, they won. I think I bet against them. No, I think I bet with them. The last game they won.
You bet with them the game before, and they lost. And they lost. They lost.
Yeah, I bet against them and they won.
Yeah.
And I think the last game I bet against them and they won. I think.
No, we only picked Dallas twice. We only did Dallas twice.
Okay. So
go ahead and bet against them.
So
go ahead. Hop on the Washington train on this bitch.
I picked against y'all last game, but I won. I bet with y'all. I picked against y'all on the show though. But, they should beat Washington, man. I don't believe in Washington offense. I don't believe in the offense. It's crazy. I'm saying that with Cooper Rush as the quarterback for Dallas, right? But I don't believe in Washington offense. I don't. The defense is good. Dallas should win this game, but we know when I pick Dallas, they lose. No,
so you going with Dallas?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Dallas.
All right. Everything everybody said, all these people putting down my team except for We Talk. I understand how y'all niggas is overlooking.
I felt last week.
Man, I don't pick against my team. You know what I'm saying? Like, unlike some people, I'm not picking against my team. Just not happen. I'm loyal to the soy that way. I don't give a fuck if they playing.
I pick winners.
I understand.
I pick winners.
I understand that, but you ain't had to put my team down by being loyal to your team. You could have just said, "I feel my team is gonna win." That was it. And shut up.
I didn't put your team down. I don't think I said what I feel like Cooper. Wentz going, you know what I'm saying? The pressure gonna get to him. That's all. I ain't say he couldn't throw. Now I said it was gonna be a close game and a good game. I just got Dallas winning. I'm giving Redskins. I said the Commanders respect.
You know what? I think I gotta try to maneuver to get the head. I gotta get head. I picked the Dolphins, I picked the Browns, I picked the Jags. Now, when it comes to this game, it's a divisional game. It's always close. It's very seldom it's a blowout. Like we have a blowout once every 2-3 years. We'll have a blowout game. It's usually a close game. It comes down to the last drive, or it comes down to a couple of plays here and there. It's very seldom a clean blowout. We don't have too many of those when it comes to these two teams. Carson Wentz is very familiar with Dallas. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, Carson Wentz has a winning record against Dallas. If I'm not mistaken, he got a winning record against Dallas. But that's never here nor there. This is the new team. The one thing that I see Dallas, they got a nice defense. But I don't have faith in their passing game just yet. They did some good things last week. But when I see CeeDee Lamb dropping wide open passes like that, stuff like that can cost you the game. I can't overlook when I see stuff, and that's not the first time he did it this year. He did it in the first game. I think he dropped like 2 passes in the first game that hit him right in the hands. And for you to be the number one receiver and supposed to have the number one targets, that you can't be dropping passes like that. The one thing that I don't like about my team is my offensive coordinator. He don't make adjustments when he needs to make adjustments. He waits to the second half to make adjustments. I hate when he does that, because you get behind and now you got to try to play catch up. So I'm gonna go with the reverse psychology. I hope Washington is listening. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys for the win.
Oh my fucking God! I'm about to go picking my kids up early. Let me go get their tablets.
Now listen, this is because I'm going with the picks, and these are the picks that I'm going with. I'm going with the picks, and I told y'all, every time I pick with my team, we always lose. I don't know why it happens like that, but it happens like that ever since I've been betting. Every time I bet on my team, we lose. When I bet against my team, they always win. So I got money on this game against the Cowboys in Washington. I bet on the Cowboys in this game. So I will be rooting for Washington, even though I picked them in this pick'em league.
Hey, secret. D-Free secretly a Cowboys fan. Don't tell nobody. Hey, don't. He got a.
You know what, man? Fuck that. I'm taking my motherfucking Skins. What the fuck is wrong with that? And that's why I said it. The motherfucking Skins. Y'all thought I was picking the goddamn Cowboys. Picking my motherfucking Skins. What the fuck is wrong with you? I almost had a motherfucking seizure saying I'm gonna pick Dallas over Washington. My chest started pumping all hard and shit. Chest started pumping all hard and shit.
Hey, bro. Soon as you said you got Dallas, I did this right here. D Free. I was like this. He said, I got the Cowboys. I say.
Hell no, you picking those goddamn Cowboys.
I was about, bro. I got up and started hitting the neon D, and I said, "Oh, nigga."
Y'all think
in my
goddamn Cowboys over Washington?
In my Cowboy fly.
I am betting on the Cowboys because I told you every time I bet on the Cowboys, every time I bet on Washington, I lose. But if I bet against them, my team win. I don't care about losing the money. I want my team to win. I don't care about losing the money. So I'm
quick, 100 bun. I hopped up out my seat so quick. I said, "Oh, nigga, he picked the Cowboys."
I'm not picking no goddamn Cowboys. I told you I almost had a motherfucking seizure out this bitch. My motherfucking chest started beating all hard just by me saying that shit.
I know, nigga. You made me start sweating. I'm like, damn, I got AC blowing on me out here. I'm like, did he say what I think he said?
All right, so me, we talk, and T, we got 2 more games to pick. We picked 4 games. We got 2 more, and then Case Boy. There go Case Boy right there.
What for you pick?
Who did I pick? I picked Washington.
Yeah. I mean, what 4 games y'all picked? You said.
Oh, the games that you picked. We picked the same games.
I picked Cincinnati.
I don't think he picked
Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Dallas.
Yeah, that's the same 4 games that we did. That's
same 3 games. That's only 3.
No, you did Cincinnati, Browns, Eagles, Dallas.
Oh yeah, the Eagles. Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. I got you.
Yeah, so we got 2 more games, and then you and G5 are going to be doing the rest of these picks by yourselves. So the next game I'm gonna go to is the Vikings versus the Saints. Vikings versus the Saints.
In London.
They in London. The Vikings are 2-1. The Saints are 1-2. Jameson Winston might not be playing for this game. They had Hill as the quarterback in practice. I don't know what's going on with Andy Dalton, but they had Hill taking on the first team snaps. And the Vikings are favorite 2.5 in this game. Case Boy, who you got?
Minnesota, man. I ain't betting on the Saints, man. Fuck that.
Now that's a motherfucker that's picking against the team.
Against my own team, man. Oh well. Fuck
I picked the Bills. I picked the Bills against the Titans.
No, the hell you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
I did pick the Bills against the Titans.
When?
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I'm thinking about last week. You picked
the
I want to win. I want to win.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't do the Bills and Titans.
Yeah, you did.
I picked the Titans. I picked the Bills.
So
just know, I'm coming for that number 1 spot, boys. I'm coming for y'all spots, man, up there.
Say who you got? Vikings versus
Vikings. Easy, piece of cake. Washing machine. Y'all want to see a washing machine? Washing machine. Watch that game.
You said who?
Vikings.
Okay. We talk. Who you got?
Man, playing. They going in Hill.
Well, you sound like a robot.
Not Andy Dalton. I mean, they would have had a better chance of playing Andy Dalton.
Oh, there you
go.
Damn, sure do.
Okay.
That's probably who they gonna play. Andy Dalton. They trying to trick us.
Yeah, I'm like, they gotta play Andy Dalton for sure. They don't got him for no reason. But looking at the Vikings, they've been pretty lackluster. Kirk Cousins, as always, I think he's a above average. He's like a C plus quarterback, B minus, you know, around there. Actually, I'll give him a B minus, you know. Andy Dalton, if he does play, you know, I did see him play for a long time when he played for the Bengals, and he gonna have weapons. He gonna have weapons, and dang, the Vikings defense is good, Saints defense is good, but it's just the offense and the key matchup.
That's a little banged up too.
The one key matchup on this field is going to be Marshawn Lattimore versus Justin Jefferson. We're going to have to see how that play out. And once again, I'll probably be picking alone. I'm going to pick the Saints to upset the Vikings. If Andy Dalton plays. But if Hill plays, then shit, I'm out of luck.
In London.
Your record finna look terrible next week. We talk.
Once again.
We're gonna
You're
shit.
gonna get just about every pick wrong except for Washington and the Browns.
I'm gonna be 5-1.
You gonna get every pick wrong.
We can all shit at the damn
Washington and the Browns.
We can all shit at that fucking the Saints win that shit.
Who I got?
The Vikings looking mid. They looking mid.
G5. Who you got?
One thing I know, we ain't gonna never set D free up if Washington beat the Cowboys.
No, that's right.
Now, with this, I mean, it's a tougher matchup than it appears. Vikings have been looking real kind of sus lately, especially when they passing game. But the thing that they do have is that KJ Osborne is coming along. They still have Adam Thielen, and they do have Justin Jefferson. So if they double up on Jefferson, somebody else is gonna eat their ass up. So I got the Vikings.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even a whole bunch of talking to do with this game right here. They don't have Jameson Winston playing. They don't have Andy Dalton playing. It's going to be the Vikings. It's not even going to be close. Vikings are going to beat them 35-7.
Yeah, if Andy Dalton not playing, it'd be good to switch the pick.
Nah, you made your picket.
Yeah, I'm rolling with New Orleans.
Let me get it.
Now you can change today. You can't change after today though. You can change it right now.
Change it right now. You just can't
You
change
can change
it
it
right
right
now.
Nah,
That's my team right there. 35-7.
You gonna stay with the Saints?
As long as,
I'm
as long as the
rolling with the
live stream
Saints.
going. As long as the live stream
Who
going.
they?
you change it.
Who they say don't beat them Saints?
Vikings.
Who that? Yeah.
Vikings.
I don't want to hear that shit no more.
Let's go to our
Everybody say they could beat them Saints. That's what it is. That's the
Tight.
Saints.
let's go to our last game of our
Titans.
Game of the week.
And that is exactly where I'm going. The Titans versus the Colts. We have the 1-2 Titans versus the 1-1 Colts.
That's
Titans,
ugly.
the Colts are favored 3.5. They're playing in Indianapolis. Who you got, T?
Ugly.
Because you know I want to win, right? I'll pick any team over my team if it makes sense, except a division rival. I got Tennessee and I got a smack in their motherfucking ass.
So you picking the Colts?
Titans.
All right, Casey boy, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Tennessee this time, man. I'm gonna go with the Titans, man.
Yes,
I think they're gonna fucking tear up fucking the Colts, man.
G5, who you got?
What is going
Y'all remember
on?
what happened to the last two security guards last week?
G5, who you got? Titans or Colts?
But Dupree's back. Okay, there we go.
What's up?
Don't tell them nothing. Don't tell them nothing. We talk. Don't tell them nothing. We talk. Don't tell
What'd
nobody
you-
nothing.
I couldn't hear you.
No, the Titans or the Colts?
Shit. Who starting quarterback for the Colts? Matt Ryan?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Ryan Tannehill.
You know how many points they scored last week?
Same player, one just older.
That's minus
I
2.
know.
This older.
But Colts have a better defense, I believe. And well, shit. But then my thing is the Colts gonna be able to stop Derrick Henry? But if they don't respect his receivers, so I got the Colts in this game because I think they're gonna try to have to load up, and if Tannehill don't beat them with it going, they're in trouble. I got the Colts.
We talk.
This game is ugly. I'm looking at this
right
right
last 2 security guards.
I'm looking at this right now. The Titans. They had a bounce back win last week, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. They beat the Raiders. Yep. Okay. And the Colts surprisingly beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Now we gotta put some respect on the Colts for that. You know what I mean? And as far as go offensively, looking rough for the Colts. Titans, they need Derrick Henry to run the ball well.
And it's a division game, remember that.
Yeah, it's a division game too. Michael Pittman is healthy, and Jonathan Taylor's gonna play. Now the Colts have really surprisingly the third best rush defense in the league, and they don't give up a lot of points, but their offense is the worst in the league. And looking at this, they both have the same amount of turnover different ratio at -3. They numbers is kind of same except for the rush defense. And the Colts, who they play? They play the Chiefs. They play the Texans, and they play the Jaguars. Now, none of them have the same type of running style that the Titans present. So I think Derrick Henry gonna put in work. They're gonna lean on him a lot, and I'm gonna roll with the Titans.
Okay. Titans.
Low scoring game for sure.
All right.
Even though I was leaning towards the Colts at first, but I'm gonna roll with the Titans.
They ain't played no
1,
played no
2,
top
3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
good ones.
So I'm go ahead and jump out the window with this one.
To the window.
I don't believe shit that the motherfucking Colts is doing. I'm going with the Titans.
Oh shit! I just knew you were finna pick against my team.
How the fuck I'm gonna pick somebody that tied with the Texans?
I know that's right.
Pretty trash.
Division games, I'm telling you, the division games be different.
Yeah, the division game is different. That's why they're gonna get beat by more than just a touchdown. All right, so that's our 6 games that we had to do today. That's our 6. So now K-Savoy needs 6 more games and G5 need 8 more games. So I'm gonna do these first 6 real quick for K-Savoy, and then G5 get the last 2. The next game I'm gonna go for K-Savoy and G5 is gonna be Seattle versus the Lions.
Ooh.
Easy thing, man. The Lions, man. The Lions.
Okay.
I'm all about St. Brown.
All right, G5, who you got?
Speaking of that, I got a game tonight. Then I'm thinking about it.
I got a game tonight as well.
G5.
Jamal Chase gotta go crazy.
Yep.
Detroit versus Seattle. Who you got?
Well, fuck. I got Seattle.
Seattle? Okay.
Wow.
All right. The next game is going to be the Bears versus the Giants. G5.
Bears versus Giants. Who the Bears got on defense?
Nobody.
I got their fantasy defense.
They ain't got Khalil Mack no more, so I don't know who the hell they got.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Giants on that. Yeah, I got the Giants on that.
Me too. The Giants, man.
That's okay.
Easy.
In case of we need football games. All right. The next game I'm gonna go to is the Jets versus the Steelers.
That's an ugly game.
Case of Boy, Jets versus Steelers.
Jets in Pittsburgh.
They are playing in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's paying 3.5.
Yeah. I go with Pittsburgh. Yeah.
All right. G5 Steelers versus
Zach Wilson's playing now. Joe Flacco.
The defense though, the Pittsburgh defense is good.
I got Pittsburgh.
Steelers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The game of the week. Baltimore versus the Bills.
Ooh, that's the one I didn't want to fuck with. God damn.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go against my defense, man. My fantasy defense, the Buffalo, but I gotta go with fucking Baltimore, man. Look what they fucking doing right now.
Be more.
Quarterback's doing right now. Fuck, man. Hard to bet against that dude.
So we meet this week, D3. We meet this week, huh?
Hard to bet against that dude right now, man. God damn.
I gotta get top points. I gotta get top points. G5, Baltimore versus the Bills.
I got the Bills.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a pick 'em.
It's a pick 'em. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got.
I'm more secure with Josh Allen and his weapons and Lamar Jackson and his weapons.
Yeah.
Lamar getting it done, but I'm just more secure with Josh Allen there.
All right, it's 2 more for K-Savoy and 4 more for G5. So we're gonna go with Chargers versus the Texans.
Shit. Chargers.
Hey,
Easy one.
okay.
Oh, I don't know who he didn't call nobody.
Hey, is Herbert still out?
No,
he
played last week.
He played last week.
Well, I know he played, but I mean, he's not 100%. So that ain't just me. That's
Yeah. I mean, he's still injured, but he's playing.
I got the Chargers.
You got the Chargers too, okay?
Yeah, the Chargers. Yeah, of course, man. Houston ain't got a quarterback. They ain't got nobody.
Yeah. The Texans, I don't.
Yeah, they do. They got a mascot.
The mascot.
One more game for K-Savoy. Arizona versus the Panthers.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. Panthers they were 0-2 last week until they played the Saints.
Yeah. Both of these guys are 1 and 2.
I need DJ Moore to do something.
The team, man. Arizona's got to turn it around a little bit, man. They got a good team, man. I think Arizona's going to take it.
You got Arizona? All right. G5, who you got? G5.
I'm on mute. Well, repeat that.
Arizona versus the Panthers.
I'm going with Arizona.
All right. Let me see. I believe that is all for K-Savoy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's all for K-Savoy. He's all caught up. So K-Savoy is all caught up. G5 got 2 more games to pick. The Patriots versus the Green Bay Packers, G5.
Patriots? I mean, Green Bay. My bad. Green Bay.
I was going to say, damn, you're taking a pick.
All right, one more game.
Switch my Detroit and Seattle. Detroit.
Hell yeah.
Over Seattle?
Easy.
Hell yeah, they gonna run that ball down their throat.
Easy.
You got the Lions. So you change your Seattle pick to the Lions, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
And
G5.
if Seattle win, I'm a ball out.
G5. The last game for you, it's a doozy. I'm glad I don't have to pick this one. Who do you got? The 2-1 Broncos versus the 0-3 Raiders.
Oh boy, you just made my fucking stomach hurt. Yeah, man. I got the Raiders.
Woo. I hope they win because I ain't want to have to pick them and they lose again. I hope they win so that way I can stop picking them because these motherfuckers got a hell of a
I feel like Russell Wilson, he's playing like you see Russell Wilson, then you don't see Russell Wilson. Then you see him, then you don't. Yeah. That shit is inconsistent. Derek Carr, you know what you're gonna get out of him.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm rocking with the Raiders.
All right. So G5 is all caught up. Case of Boy is all caught up. I gotta get Thomas.
Yeah, ain't nobody.
Thomas got to get his 6 games. A1 got to do his 12 games, and Coach Joe got to do all 16 games.
Or got to do a season.
He's still going to need to catch up next week.
Oh yeah,
because he only did it 1 week. So if I don't get in touch with these people, they're going to have to catch up next week. So hopefully we'll see these guys sometime throughout the day, and I can get their picks from them. If not, then I just have to catch them up next week. But yeah, so y'all motherfuckers really thought I was gonna pick the fucking Cowboys over Washington. Y'all should be ashamed of y'all own selves.
Man, I was leaning on Washington a lot, man, but I ended up, man. Like
I said, the only problem that I have is our offense coordinator. The defense, they can fix themselves. They have little lapses in defense every once in a while.
How many sacks Dallas had last week? 5 or 7?
I don't know.
I think they had 7 last week.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But they can fix the lapses in defense. And see, the thing is, when it comes to the Cowboys, like I said, Cowboys, they got a talented squad. I'm not taking nothing from them. But it's not nobody that scares me on their team.
I think if Cooper Rush plays, they win. If Dak comes back and plays, they lose.
Nobody on Dallas scares me on the offensive side of the ball. So that's the one thing that I can say. Like last year, they had 5. We talk said last year you had Cooper, you had Amari Cooper back there, and you had CeeDee Lamb with Michael Gallup. So Cooper would get double teamed. Michael Gallup, he was the second receiver, so he would get a lot of eyes on him, and it was leaving CeeDee Lamb available to run around free. That's why CeeDee Lamb was having so many big games, because he was available to run around free because everybody was keeping an eye on Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper. Now, I mean, Michael Gallup is coming back, but he's coming back off an injury, and CeeDee Lamb is the number 1 receiver. So I don't know what I'm not really too afraid of their passing game. I'm more so worried about keeping Tony Pollard in check than I am about the passing game. That's what I'm more worried about. I'm more worried about Tony Pollard, because if I paid attention to Washington gives up a lot of yards in the rush department right now. We give up a lot of rushes. So I'm more worried about Tony Pollard than I am. I'm worried about Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott than I am about the passing game. The passing game, I'm not really too afraid about that. So,
well, for my fantasy sake, I hope y'all shut down Ezekiel Elliott.
But yeah, so yeah, we got some real tough games. So real quick, like I said, I'm gonna go back over everybody's record. Me and T are 12-10. Thomas is 11-11. We Talk is 8-14. Case of Boy is 7-9. A1 is 10-6, and G5 is 8-6. So at the end of this week, everybody will be caught up. We will see officially if me and T going to stay in the number 1 spot, or if somebody going to emerge and be the sole owner of that number 1 spot.
I'm coming for you. The day of the Geechee is over.
That's it. We're gonna see how.
I'm just talking shit. I don't know how this shit gonna pan out. We'll see.
I mean, you go by what you see on the field, what you hear, what you read on the report, and you put your best assessments together, and you feel this team is going to win. So we see who got a better judgment.
Yeah, I almost picked Miami over fucking Cincinnati, man.
I got everybody when I picked the Jags. I think that's gonna separate me. When I picked the Jags in Washington, I think that's gonna separate me from everybody. I think I'm just gonna go that much higher. Everybody else is gonna be down here.
Yeah, it's gonna separate you because you gonna go the other way.
Yeah.
Take Washington.
Shut the hell up because I picked right.
Once the
I was gonna say nothing. Yeah, I'm ready.
No, see, me and G5, we pretty much picking our team the same way, regardless if we think that the other team is going to win or not. We picking because that's our team. We ain't going with the other team. But see, I would pick another team against my team. Like if they were going against the Bills or they was going against San Fran or somebody like that, I would pick them if I felt like they will be able to beat
I feel like my team's gonna get the ass beat this week, so that's why.
When it comes to Dallas, by no means would I pick Dallas over Washington. By no means would I pick Dallas over Washington. I would pick anybody else over Washington. I would never pick Dallas over Washington. Now I would bet for Dallas to win because I want to win. I want to win that game. I know I'm gonna lose the bet. I want to win the game. But I would never pick Dallas to beat Washington.
I'm not picking the Jags. I'm not picking the Colts or the Texans to ever be my team. After anybody else, if I think they're gonna lose.
I mean, I don't really care about the Giants and the Eagles because I know their teams are faulty. Like the Eagles, they flying high right now. Motherfuckers about to clip their wings and probably this game, their wings probably gonna get clipped, and these motherfuckers gonna be walking around looking like pigeons instead of Eagles. They're gonna be walking around like pigeons instead of Eagles. They ain't gonna be flying high no more.
Yeah, the Giants lost their shit, huh?
Giants, I ain't worried about the Giants. I know the Giants.
They lost already.
Yeah, they self-destruct themselves. I don't have to worry about the Giants because Daniel Jones, all you got to do is scream at him real loud. He gonna throw the ball straight into the dirt. I ain't worried about them. But
I see y'all motherfuckers. Y'all left that fucking Buffalo and fucking damn Baltimore game off the fucking picks for y'all though. Get that G5, huh?
That joint was hard as fuck. No, the reason why I did that because I was trying to get all of the earlier games. I was trying to go in order because
I see G5. You see how they do us, G5?
I knew I had to pick more games, so I just went down the list.
You ain't picked none of the hard games the other week, so you should have been on time.
Yeah, y'all didn't pick the hard games that we had to pick in week 1 and shit. Y'all picked
y'all first game, bro.
Y'all fucking week 1 was pussy games, man. Get out of here.
It's 50-50 games. Week 1 is 50-50 games. You don't know.
Y'all first game came was the fucking Jets or some shit like that.
Yeah, the first games, you don't know who's gonna win. You believe that this team is that. You don't know what they look like on the field. They haven't played yet. It's 50-50.
The first game you picked was a Jets game, bro.
Yeah, the first game you picked was the Jets game.
Who? Last week? 2 weeks ago?
Now today you just picked the games by yourself. All on one hard.
No, not all of them. No.
Fuck, is Michael Thomas playing?
The only game that was hard out of the games that we picked was the Eagles,
Arizona and Carolina. Arizona and Carolina. You don't know who's gonna win that motherfucker.
That's a trash game.
The Eagles,
Arizona. That's easy.
That's
easy. Arizona. That's easy. Arizona
gonna win that game easy.
Arizona.
We hope. I picked them.
James Conner and DJ Moore to go.
Arizona gonna beat the Panthers.
Arizona
did good last week, man, when they shut the fucking Saints down. Yeah.
Arizona.
I mean, that's not hard to do though.
Arizona came back on somebody else too.
Yeah.
The
Raiders. The Raiders.
Yeah.
The Raiders. On the Raiders.
Arizona.
Hold on. Did they play the Raiders? No, Arizona got a win against the Raiders. Y'all got to win against goddamn Arizona.
Who?
Y'all.
No, we beat the Falcons.
That's y'all only.
That's the only win we got.
Didn't Arizona play the Raiders?
Yeah, Arizona played the
Arizona
Raiders.
came back on Minnesota, I think.
That's when James Conner got hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Arizona beat the Raiders. I
And
remember
James Conner came back the next week.
we all picked the Raiders to beat Arizona, and Arizona beat them.
Mm-hmm.
The Buffalo-Baltimore game, that's a tough one, boy. I'm picking Baltimore because of your quarterback.
No, Arizona didn't play the Saints. Arizona didn't play the
Lamar
Saints.
Jackson, my favorite quarterback, my favorite player, but I probably would have picked the Bills if I had to pick that.
Yeah,
They played the
that's
Chiefs
my
week
defense,
one.
man. That's my defense. So I'm
They
hoping
got
they win.
spanked.
I don't. To be honest with you, I don't know who I would have picked in that Baltimore.
That's a tough one, man. It's a tough one.
I don't know either.
I hate to go against a quarterback that's been dominating. Fucking, he's the best in the game right now, man, by far.
Both quarterbacks are dominant.
These the best. These the best too. If you're asking me, well, no, yeah,
Josh Allen,
I would have
Josh Allen got the most passing yards right now.
yeah, these the best too.
Yeah, he's number 2. Yeah, right
Nah,
now.
Josh Allen got the most passing yards.
The
I
most.
was watching ESPN this morning.
He don't have the most
First
touchdowns.
take, ESPN first
Mahomes
take.
got the
They were
most
talking
touchdowns.
about him. They were talking about the quarterback.
Nah, he
this
got
morning.
the most. He got the
And they
most.
said that Lamar Jackson is number 1 right now.
Nah, he number 1.
Not in passing yards.
He might be number 1 in touchdowns. He ain't number 1 in yards.
No, he's number 1 in touchdowns, not yards. No,
Yeah,
he got
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
Yeah, this 1 and 2 though. These the best 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's for sure. That damn sure are.
But yeah, I mean, it's a few hard games. It's a few easy games. Like I believe the Dolphins game versus Cincinnati is an easy pick for me because
I don't know.
I picked the Bengals.
I almost went with 60. I almost went with 60.
see Cincinnati, they got to show me that they can protect their quarterback. Now they have the worst offensive line in all of football. They have the worst offensive line.
They protected him last week. You know, they got 1 sack last week.
Who they play? Who they play?
The Jets, I think. The Jets.
They play the Jets.
Yeah, they sacked the Jets 5 times. Yeah,
That's not saying a lot.
their defense jumped on them 5 times. Yeah.
That's not saying a lot. They play the
If Cincy lose this week, are they back to old Cincinnati?
No.
No. Not new Cincinnati, D3, the old Cincinnati.
Nah, man.
Oh
nah.
yeah. They back to the old Cincinnati right now. They are. Right now, the Cincinnati that couldn't win a game. Yeah,
old Cincinnati, not new Cincinnati.
They had that's
Oh,
right now.
There's too many weapons on that team right there. They're gonna turn that shit around.
I'm not saying they're not gonna change it. They're not gonna turn it around. I'm just saying right now they at
I'm saying if they lose this game.
Oh, if they lose this game, I told you, K Savoy, they are not making the playoffs.
Savoy already abandoned them.
throw them in that trash.
Like I said, if they lose this game tonight,
I abandoned the Saints, man. The Saints are done for me. I'm done with the Saints.
There's no way they're making the playoffs. There's no way they're making the playoffs. You're behind. You're behind. If you lose this game tonight, not only are you behind Baltimore, but you're behind Cleveland.
Oh yeah, I know.
You're probably most likely be behind the Steelers as well, because I believe the Steelers will beat the Jets.
Yes.
I believe the Steelers will beat the Jets, so you will be behind Cleveland, Baltimore, and the Steelers.
Yeah, last place, man.
I told you, K boy, that's usually what happens when you lose in the Super Bowl. You usually do not make it back to the playoffs. I told you that. You usually don't make it back.
I ain't stuck my boys, man.
You'll make it back a couple of years from now, or maybe next year, but you usually don't make it right back after you lose the Super Bowl.
If you do, or if you do, you leak you out in the first 2 rounds.
You're gonna light that shit up one day.
You already know what I'm talking about, D3. If they do make it back first, 2nd round, goodbye.
Yeah.
If they do,
they don't make it to the Super Bowl. They don't make it back to the Super Bowl. The team that loses in the Super Bowl usually don't make it back to the Super Bowl since the 80s and the early 90s. Since that,
they having this right now. I'll be happy just making the playoffs right now.
Since the 80s and the early 90s, the team that lost in the Super Bowl usually don't make it back to the Super Bowl. They usually don't make it back. Every once in a while, you might get a team that'll make it back, But
Yeah, Buffalo Bills did it, what, 4 years in a row?
that was back in the 80s and the 90s. I told you, past that. The only team that did it since the 80s and the 90s was New England.
That was the days of the running
New
back.
England lost in the Super Bowl, and then they went right back and won the Super Bowl. They
Did the
lost.
Broncos do it?
And then the Broncos lose and then go back to back.
Did the Broncos do it?
Yeah, the Broncos.
Yeah, they
too.
lost and then went back to back, I believe.
Yeah, I know.
Watch
It's
Joe
only-
Burrow.
it's
Joe
only-
Burrow, he's gonna go.
Actually-
He's gonna go to Super Bowl
Actually,
this
it's
year.
only
with the
two
Super Bowl.
teams that done it. It's only two teams: the Broncos and New England. Because Seattle, they won it the first time. They lost the second time.
Broncos were my first favorite team. That's how I knew.
Lamar Jackson doing good right now, but then Joe Burrow's gonna turn it on about mid-season, and Lamar Jackson will go downhill mid-season.
Man, if Joe Burrow can't get protected, he ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere but looking on his backside.
He'll get the protection.
He'll be like this the whole
They'll get
game.
that shit straight, man. They'll get that shit straight.
That nigga gonna be looking at the whole game like,
They better get it straight, man, or he's gonna break a record this year.
Oh Lord, what for the most sacks?
A sack record, man.
the man already has 31 sacks.
Oh no, he got 15 sacks now.
No, I'm talking about from last year going all the way into this year.
He's got more than that
Man,
now.
he's been
He
sacked over
got
30
15 right
times.
now.
Yeah, he got 16 right now. But I'm
15
just saying,
sacks. Yeah.
In 3 games.
Yeah, but hey, in 3 games last year, the playoffs of the Super Bowl, he had 17 sacks.
That goes down as 8 sacks a
5
game.
sacks a game. It's 5.
He had 8 and 9. The Super Bowl 9 and Tennessee 8.
You say he's been
Last
sacked
year.
16 times?
Yeah, right now he's got 15 sacks.
Oh,
At
15.
least 5 a game.
That's 5 a game.
5 a game,
I thought you said 16.
That's average 5 a game. Yeah,
God damn.
that's 5 a game this year. That's the 3 games
Hey.
this year, and then the 2 games last year. 7. That's 8 and 7. 17 sacks in 2 games last year.
As I said,
The playoffs and the
if you go back to the
championship
playoffs,
game and the fucking
the
World Series.
championship game and the Super Bowl,
Super Bowl, yeah,
the
17
championship
sacks.
game up until to now. If you go from the championship game up until now, he's been sacked over 30 times.
32 times. 5 games, 32 times. Woo.
That's horrible. That's 6
That's
times.
fucking
a game.
crazy, man. I didn't realize he got sacked 71 times last year, man.
That's horrible.
71 fucking times that dude got sacked, and they still made it to the fucking to the Super Bowl. That's incredible. How the fuck
won't be making it this year.
Quarterback gets sacked 71 fucking times, dude.
They won't be making it this year. I can tell you that.
They weren't supposed to make it last year. Shit.
They
They
just
were
have
supposed to make it last year, not being sacked 51 times in the regular season.
Okay, so boy, you know what that was? You know what that was called last year? When him being sacked 71 times and still made it to the Super Bowl?
Luck,
You know what that was called?
Luck.
That was called a Cinderella team.
Yeah, that's luck right there. Big time luck. God damn, man.
It will not happen this year. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. Shit, it's 5 o'clock. I done been on for 2 hours. I'm about to get up out of here.
Got fucking home. Shit.
I know they're going BFTV about to come on in a minute. I think Keon about to come on too. But BFTV about to come on in a minute. I got a judge tonight in the knockout debate. I got a judge tonight.
There you go.
Yeah, it's Coach Joe versus I think Lloyd to the game. Bubu Andrade versus Janabek. I think.
Coach
Joe.
I mean, I said Coach Joe. I mean Coach.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Coach.
Yeah.
I think it's Coach versus Lloyd to the game. Bubu Andrade versus Janabek.
Damn. Hell yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna holler at y'all. I appreciate everybody coming through.
Okay, cool.
Shout out to my man Southern T, my man G5. We talk. K Savoy, man, y'all make sure. I mean, everybody in the chat is already subscribed to these brothers. But if you happen to come through and you see the replay, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to these brothers. They got good content. They Southern T, he talks about all sports. G5, he gives you life stories and life advice, as well as boxing. We talk in case the boy don't have a channel yet. But these are all my brothers right here. I appreciate everybody coming through, everybody in the chat. As y'all leave, make sure y'all hit the like button if y'all didn't. It's your boy, boxing matchups, aka NFL matchups. Peace.